no big surprise that Astra rejected Pfizer's offer there. What was the biggest stumbling block, though? Was it not enough cash? Was it the structure of the offer?
It actually seems to be both at the moment, and it's mentioned in the statement that AstraZeneca put out an hour or so ago. A little under a third of the £50 per share offer is actually in cash, and if you consider that at the end of March, Pfizer had something like $69–70 billion of cash on its books, then they could probably make that two-thirds. And also, there's a feeling that that £50 per share could easily be £55 a share. But the problem there is Pfizer might be unwilling to do that unless they get access to AstraZeneca's books. At the moment, the management are keeping those firmly shut.
Now, Mike, there are three main players in this dance: Astra, Pfizer, and the UK government. If the deal does go through, who's going to be the winner out of all this?
Well, it seems this morning that the coalition is probably going to be happy to wave this through. It does seem that they have received sufficient assurances on jobs and intellectual property to not put any roadblocks here. I actually think that if there are any political meddling to be had, it actually might come from elsewhere. So, for instance, part of the rationale for Pfizer in this merger is to move its tax base to the UK. How's that going to go down in the US, which is fighting midterms within 6 months? There could be some pushback there. And also, look at the other angle. They're the number 1 and 2 player in China. Is China going to intervene? They certainly did that with Glencore Xstrata.
Now, there is another risk as well. Let's just say AstraZeneca says, we don't want this, it's fine, leave it. Pfizer heads somewhere else. What's plan B for Pfizer?
Well, there have been a number of names since this story broke a few weeks back. A few of the names that have been mentioned, for instance, Bristol Myers Squibb. It has been pointed out that that company has probably even a better pipeline in terms of the immuno-oncology segment than AstraZeneca. The problem there might be, again, is it doesn't really shift Pfizer's tax base. And it would probably have to repatriate a lot of the cash that it's currently holding offshore. So that's probably not a good idea. There's also been speculation around players in the UK, such as Shire. But of course, to a large extent, that's been played out in share prices.